Everybody keeps asking for more fishing content. Just know I completely agree. I want more fishing content too. The problem is there isn't any. I wish fishing would get a complete overhaul, and I made a video talking about what I'd like to see them do, if you're into that. But I'm with you guys. I want there to be more fishing content too, and as soon as there is, I'll be on it for you. I promise. What I tell you about this Season 3, though, right when I laid eyes on that Charger T-Mog, I got all hot and bothered. And guess what? I've been out here playing World of Warcraft, family. I've been having a ball. I've been doing the Mythic Plus, and I'm going to tell you what else I've been doing. I got inspired by this fantastic Holy Paladin PvP guide. We got a new brother in the light. I had never seen this guy's stuff before. I don't watch any streamers or anything, so I didn't even know about this guy, but apparently he's a rank 1, multi-rank 1 Holy Paladin. This Holy Paladin PvP guide he put together is so fantastic. I could not recommend it enough. But this guide got me wanting a taste. And so guess what? I went in there, Kings. I went in there, I got the gear, and I just, used the battlegrounds kind of as a warm-up. But once I had the gear, I just went hot. I just went hot, and it was pretty brutal. There were some lessons learned, and let me tell you, I forgot how good these PvP kids are at this game. My God, these twitchy fucks. This guy makes it sound like you can do it. Let me tell you something. It's a nightmare in there. In that solo shuffle, the second you go in there, dampening's kicking in. Shit's going off. The miracle is to disable chat. That's what you have to do. You have to disable chat. Did you hear me? Disable chat. Because you got to learn, and you got to be free to learn, and you don't need to worry about when you fail or mess up having to have that intense few seconds in the locker room where these guys are just trashing you about how awful you are before you start your next match, because it carries over into your next match, right? And now you're not in a good headspace. And one of the things you need to do and get in a good headspace about is just letting it go. Yeah, you fucked up. I haven't PvP'd in a year and a half. And so what do I really need to do? I need to go in there and just screw it up. Of course I'm going to screw it up. Of course I'm going to push in when I shouldn't, or dispel the wrong thing, or not dispel something, or dude, there's so much going on. And let's be honest, a lot of these PvP players have been playing a lot of PvP. They're very good. I mean, I don't think sometimes the PvPers realize how good they are. Unbelievably good at this game. And I got wiped a few times. But we have a praise report, because it turns out Brother Boklahoma's in his fucking prime. Look at me, Kings. Went right up into that 1800 dad glad. No problem. I forgot how much fun PvP is, and it was a nightmare in there, but I had a blast. And there is nothing like World of Warcraft PvP, and it is negligence that has led to its downfall, because at its core, it's actually fantastic. And now that you've got the one button rotation, it could be better than ever. What it is not is it is not incentivized, and they don't understand it. They keep trying to incentivize the competitive aspect. Blitz was not the solution. I told you it wouldn't be. You can go back in my videos and see that. I told you Blitz was not going to save PvP. You don't need another competitive mode. If you want people to PvP, you have to incentivize it. We have a perfect example of this right over in Classic. All the Grand Marshals will tell you, if you incentivize it, they will come. Oh my God, the way they hit that Grand Marshal grind over there, horrific, horrific. What I tell you, when I laid eyes on this Charger set, it got me all hot and bothered, and I was going to go crazy. And I've been in here Mythic Plussing, Battlegrounding, fishing. It's bad, So if you're ever like, why hasn't he put out a video? I'm probably in here playing, because I am tearing up this Season 3. And I feel like the tuning is fantastic. People say it's a little easy, but I always say, who cares? If it's a little easier to do 10s and more people will do them, it doesn't hurt for a whole bunch of other people to be doing 10s and stuff. If anything, it keeps the community healthy for longer. And so I'm for this. We're starting week 3 here. And we're at that 2577. And then look over here. In that rated PvP. Dad glad. Do not ever go pushing up into 2K plus. You hear me? You're going to run into kids who never, ever stop playing World of Warcraft PvP. The guys that are all in the top 10, top 100, whatever, it's the same guys and their alts. And they love to script and win trade. And I mean, there's just a whole bunch of problems up there. You don't want no part of that. It's your dad glad, and then you're out, right? Because you got to agree that this armor set is just so sexy. Huh? Look at that. Prime indeed. It felt good to be back in WoW PvP. It really did. And it's good to be back in that community again. It'd been too long. And I'm going to do some more PvP content and stuff because I missed it. And there's nothing like WoW PvP. South Shore versus Tar and Mill always reminds me of the old days, dude. That's where I started PvP. Remember? People would come onto Ironforge and be like, yo, dude, South Shore is in flames. And we'd all roll out there. I love the Holy Trinity of WoW, too. Can I say that? Every time they have a new game, they're like, we're getting away from the Holy Trinity. I'm like, why would you do that? God bless the Holy Trinity because I love being a healer. And I know tanks that love being tanks. And I know the meter maids love to slobber all over their target dummies all day. So, God bless the Holy Trinity, I say. Being out here in the Tar and Mill South Shore thing, I mean, it really, I love PvP, dude. I just love it. There's nothing like it. Look at these massive battles going off. What game has battles like this? Where you've got boomkins and paladins. Like, where could you find a game that has that kind of combat going off? And if you're looking to have some fun, I think retail PvP, give it a try. And it's fantastic. It's so much fun. And these guys, oh God, these kids are so fucking good, dude. Oh my God, they're so good. It's all a man could do to survive in this jungle. I'm telling you, they came at me. And and these are red paladins. Oh my God, my blessed brothers. Overall, this community is fantastic. And people are very encouraging and nice. And if things don't go well, they understand. Everybody has been sensational. And the only comment I got was at the end of a Halls of Agony and honestly, I deserved it, dude. I deserved it. Because the mechanics are not that bad in that. And I was just, I don't know. You know, you have that dungeon sometimes where you just make a bunch of dumb decisions and you're not paying attention. And I don't know. Whatever. I was awful. And at the end of it, guess what they said? They said, dude, go back to RPing on Moonguard. Yes. Oh, that's good. And you know what? Don't mind if I do. Honestly, that was a really tame comment for how bad as I played. I deserved a worse comment than that. But I just want to say overwhelmingly the Mythic Plus community is spectacular. And I have just really had a great time crushing keys this season. This is it. I'm posting up on the post. And we're going to be here for it. And we're just going to be a part of this and just add to the drama. You know what I mean? Just add to the scene. And this is what you got to love about Moonguard. You got a storyteller running around from town to town, setting up camp, telling stories. People come around, and then everybody gets involved. Look at everybody here, playing in the scene. That's why I say, do you want to come be a part of something cool and have fun? Or do you just want to queue up for shit and get back to your gear treadmill? I am in such a weird place with WoW right now because I just really cannot get into this story at all. I mean, I get it, right? The Void comes and it's going to devour everything. And then Prince Anduin the Crier is going to go super light Nova or whatever and save everybody. I got it. All right. But this whole Koresh and eco-domes and taking pictures of bees and I don't know. It's just we're so far removed from the World of Warcraft to me now. And you go back to something like Classic or even just coming back to L1 Forest in retail makes you want to come back so bad. But the good news for Midnight is we are going back to Azeroth, which is probably the thing I'm most excited for. For once, we're not going to some new island or through a portal or whatever. This whole Koresh thing just really did not hit for me. I don't know. Are you guys digging this? I mean, don't get me wrong. The backdrop art in this zone looks incredible. I mean, the art team, what do you say about them? No one does a zone like Blizzard. But when I get into these dungeons and I'm rolling around throwing out bops and flashlights and hammers and consecrates and sacks and oh, I've been working on my sack usage, by the way. I got called out and I appreciate it, my brother. Thank you. It was like, you got to throw that sack out, family, on those big pulls. And you do it. You throw out that sack and you pump those cooldowns, and it helps so much. I appreciate it. I always get worried about using sack in PvP. You need it to break CC sometimes, so I get kind of bad about holding it. But you just, in PvE, send it, send it, send it. It's a powerful cooldown. This gameplay, though, you're throwing out all that stuff. It feels, I mean, there is no other game out there where you can feel more like a paladin than World of Warcraft. You are out there lacing people with light, looking awesome. It just, there is nothing like it in all of gaming. The housing coming in, I think, is going to be huge. People keep saying the housing's not going to be a big deal, or people are, it'll be like big for a month and be over. I feel like that's insane. Are you guys with me? Are we not excited about housing? Are we not excited about having our own house and our own fishing pond that we could stock with fish? A little stroll through Elwood is all it takes to get me excited about housing. And remember, this is just the first version that's coming with the neighborhoods and stuff. They'll keep working it the more successful it is. And let me tell you, it's going to be a success. So I'm in this really weird place where I'm not digging the story, and I'm really not feeling this Koresh and all this. But man, I'll tell you, the gameplay and the dungeons and the transmogs and the fishing and the art and the music, I think retail's got a lot going for it. So I'm hoping that we're going to get through this trilogy and then wrap it up and take all of these awesome gameplay mechanics back to the World of Warcraft. I think I'd die. And I really, truly believe that a Classic Plus version of World of Warcraft is going to be an immense hit. Because I do think people miss being in that World of Warcraft. But I will tell you, retail, it just feels fantastic right now. And I'm having fun. I mean, I'm really having fun playing World of Warcraft. And, you know, people like to knock it, but I'm having a blast. People always ask, is now a good time to come back to retail WoW? And I say yes, right now is the best time, because there's a ton of catch-up gear. You're going to get super geared, and you're going to learn how retail works so that when Midnight launches, you're going to be all caught up. And whatever you're concerned about. I mean, if you're a casual player, you got Delves. If you want to get into the Mythic Plus, you can. If you want to get into the PvP, you can. If you don't understand all the specs and talents and stuff and what to do there, just go to a website, find what the top players have, and just copy-paste the talents. That's what I do. If you're worried that the rotations might be too complicated or that you might not be very good, single-button assistance got you. I mean, there's just so many activities that you can do in retail, but I do have to agree with the Classic community when they say you don't have that immersion into the world like you do in Classic. And I that resonates with me. But all of the other massive amount of pros add up to make retail pretty special to me. What I tell you was going to happen, Season 3. Time to shine, I said. And sure enough, look at me. Out here leading by example. And I want to tell you, I've had a blast doing it. And people have been fantastic. Overwhelmingly fantastic. And even the digs have been really clever and funny. Just, this is a great community, and I'm having a lot of fun, and that's my experience. That's the real experience of someone who's really down here in these bugs, in these battlegrounds, in these solo shuffles. It's fantastic, and I'm having a blast, and you can too. So, off the bench and in the game. You hear me? Try some WoW PvP if you haven't. It's a pretty good time. You'll be surprised what a good time you had. Good to be back with the PvP community, and I'll see you guys out there. Keep shining, kings and queens. Oklahoma.